Up next, we have Buffalo and Miami. The Bills coming out with a win against Miami's not looking too good this year.
No, we actually talked about it in the videos last week. Miami
Yeah,
looks the worst in that division,
yeah,
which we'll get there. The way the Jets played this week, I don't know, but
yeah. That's
you know,
that's coming up.
anyway.
Hold on.
But Miami, I think we were right in that assessment. They definitely look like the worst, which is surprising because didn't they finish second in the division last week? I mean, last year. I know there's been some changes made, obviously, but they're
Yeah,
really
I
not
don't know.
living up to expectations at all, and there's really not a reason, you know.
Uh, I will say like uh, this is gonna be like a simultaneous like cut and like compliment. Um,
Okay.
Tannehill looked better last year than he does so far this year, and it's surprising. And I don't know what has caused him to like lose this rhythm or to you would think that like coming into this year is like yeah we buffed up our defense, we got a few like key players to put as like offensive players that I can throw to. Lamar Miller seems like he's gonna be really good, and all of a sudden, like Tannehill just seems like lost with all this
Right.
weaponry
Right.
around him. But I guess I will say a thing is the compliment is Matthews had a downfield touchdown. I think it was a fourth down, conversion. They're trying to just, bring it down, and Matthews had just incredible touchdown. So there's some sparks that Tannehill can still do, but obviously not really enough to win games as of late. And
Well,
I know they they won against Washington, but that
right.
was even a close fucking game to be, honest.
Well, the Dolphins and the Jets actually play this coming up week,
Hmm.
and I think that if the Dolphins win that game, then the sky isn't falling just yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
that's a
they
good point.
lose, all of a sudden, the Jets are going to be 3-1, and the Dolphins are going to be 1-3, and the Jets will be the third place team. Like once you have that big of a gap between, the third best guy in your division and you're at the bottom,
Yeah.
it's you got a problem. So, well, you know, the Dolphins, they're showing promise. Like you mentioned, Matthews, Jarvis Landry. I mean, it wasn't as big of a week as he had the week before, but still, you got to trust him as your receiver.
Yeah.
I
And,
just
I mean, he had three interceptions,
right,
which, I mean, when you lose the turnover game, most of the time you're going to lose the game in general. Um, it seems like kind of a bad streak that he's been going
and
on.
and the Jets have a really good secondary, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, if you,
So
when in that same regard, not only do they have a really good just defense and secondary in general, but then you look at what they did on offense. Tyrod Taylor still came out looking just as composed as he's been this entire season so far, and I think that helped a lot. Carlos Williams came out of nowhere and was explosive, and that was pretty impressive to see.
Carlos Williams has been uh just I'm getting him in the fantasy league. I'll put it that way. I'm picking
Yeah,
him up off the waiver wire if I get him. So
yeah. Well, I think pretty much everybody is trying to pick him up right now. I mean,
right,
if you turn on any, fantasy thing on TV, you go to any fantasy website, I think everybody's saying you pick up this guy because no one else
right,
probably has him right now.
right. Uh, more bad news for Miami, I guess. Though they played a good defense. They're going to. I guess this is what I was kind of getting at a minute ago. They're going to arguably, if the Jets don't have a better defense than the Bills overall, they're going to an even better secondary though next
Yeah,
week. And the Bills look like the team we kind of thought they were when even though they lost to the Patriots. The Dolphins, just God. But I don't even know what else to say about them, man. Like I'm trying to be nice because I think they've got stuff to work with there. They
yeah,
they remind me of teams like, well, honestly, the Saints right now. the Lions, um, maybe even the Chargers to an extent. Teams that have talent that are just losing.
Yeah.
Just and there's not even a reason to be losing.
Yeah.
They're just not closing games. They're just making poor choices with the talent, turnovers, etc. And Miami's just one of them teams that's in a slump. They've been like that for years now. They have the talent and then they just don't perform.
Yeah.
The Bills look like they're finally getting it together. Rex Ryan went in with the Jets obviously a few years back and then, went back to back AFC championships. So I think with this new blood, new energy that he's bringing to the Bills, because he's got to be excited, pumping them up. Definitely seems like a guy that could motivate players, I guess.
Yeah. I think so. I think they have their loss against the Patriots, but honestly, like Bill Belichick just knows how to beat Rex Ryan. He's known how to
Yeah,
do it for years, and
yeah.
I think he looked at it and he's like, I don't care what team you're on, I just know how to beat you, type of thing.
If the
And
Bills, and I do think they're going to make it to the playoffs, if they can get to the playoffs and somehow get around having to play the Patriots, I think they've got a pretty decent shot.
yeah,
They just need the seeding to fall their way and hope the Patriots get upset.
honestly,
Because I don't think they can beat. I don't think Ryan can beat Belichick right now. I just
no,
don't.
oh, definitely not right now. I mean, they already proved it.
I mean,
First of all, but
even in any other year, he hasn't been able to.
oh
So
yeah, that's true too.
I think he's won. I think he's won maybe once, twice
Three
against
times a
Belichick.
lady.
Yeah, I doubt it. No, no.
I honestly, if you want to come down to it, the Bills are looking more like what I expected the Colts to look like this year, in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you say that because Tyrod Taylor has really come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Came out of Baltimore as Joe Flacco's backup, and
yeah,
Baltimore's got to be thinking right now, man, we could have him for cheaper.
yeah. They're like, we could have benched Flacco last week.
Could have cut him, traded him. But yeah, no, the Bills look good for sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure. Well, let's see what
Yeah,
the Bills gonna present this coming up next week. Let's see if Miami and the Jets. I don't know. We'll see what they can do, but I'm not. I don't have high hopes at this point. I know it's only the core of the season for Miami. They have a lot of time to still turn things around, but I think Miami's biggest thing is even let's say mid-season, Miami does turn things around. They're in such a tough division how it is that it's gonna be too little, too late.
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they lose next week, that's probably it,
Right.
realistically. You know,
Yeah. You might as well just
like
start
if they
hoping you
can't
get
even
some
beat the
wins.
Jets, can't even beat the Jets, who's the third best
Yeah.
or the worst, whatever. Good luck with the Patriots. Shit,
Yeah. Good luck with Brady.
right? Dude looks like he's on a mission right now. So.